Hi guys, I'm TT1. I play Protoss, and my name is Payam Tukyan, and I'm from Canada. I'm in Korea. Woo!
Hi, my name is Stefan Andersson, and I come from Sweden. My ID is Morrow, and I play Zerg. This is my first time in Korea, and I came here yesterday. The culture is very, very different from Sweden, so I like it so far very much, and the food has been very good as well, and everyone has been nice. So yeah.
My motivation to come to the World Championship was to be able to compete on the biggest stage in the world, StarCraft 2-wise, and to play against the best players in the world.
I came here to check out what it's like to be in Korea, the GSL house, the ladder, meet some people, and practically go here to have a good experience. And of course, I also want to play against the top Koreans and see how well I will match up against them.
I didn't watch the first season, but after that I've been watching GSL. It helps the growth of the StarCraft 2 industry and the player development, so everything is just positive.
I think GSL is really nice, and it's basically the only tournament that I follow really much. It makes me really happy that they're doing well in Korea, and it makes me really happy that they're also aiming for the top. And I think they know as well that they will probably make more money back at home. So I have a lot of respect for them to choosing this to play for the competition here in Korea.
Well, I came yesterday to the GSL Boom's studio and I saw her. She seems very energetic. I like to play macro games, but I could play both styles as well. I find that being a good player, you have to be unorthodox, so you can keep your opponents on their toes and not be predictable. So yeah, both styles.
I think Zerg fits my style, and I also enjoy playing Zerg more than the other races. Well, I like knowing everything that's going on, and I like being able to know which choices I should make. Usually I go with macro, but I'm that kind of player who isn't afraid of going cheese. When I see weakness in a player in early game, I can decide just to go all in.
My favorite map is for sure Tal'Darim because it's a macro map.
Natalopolis, because I have played it so many times, and it's really a macro intensive map, and it's quite good for Zerg as well. And my least favorite map is Crossfire, because it's new, I don't know how to play on it.
I don't think I have a least favorite map. I like all the GSL maps.
It used to be an ST, but not anymore. Well, ever since I saw him go 3 bases against a 1 base, Protoss who went 4 gates and he lost, I'm looking for a player who can always do the right decisions and play really safe.
Probably Genius, because he's a very good macro player and he's a smart player. Yeah, I like him a lot. For sure, definitely Nada, because he's a StarCraft 1 legend, and I looked up to him a lot in StarCraft 1.
Well, I wouldn't want to be faced up against like MC in the first round and just die. So I wouldn't want to meet somebody who I wouldn't have a chance against in the early rounds.
My determination is mainly to prove to the world that I'm a good player and that I could compete with the best in the world, and to show that foreigners can also compete with Koreans as well.
Well, my goal is probably to pass the first round or the second round. My goal is not to win.
Myself.
Interesting little interviews there. You know, I really like Morrow and TT1.
Yeah, I actually like them a lot.
It's actually so cute when you see TT1 like in Korea. He's in Korea. He's like Mario, man.
And for those of you just waking up from a 6-year coma, yes, this is StarCraft 2, and you're about to watch TT1, the X-17er, against Moonglade the Australian Warcraft 3 player.
Yeah, it's actually...
You are actually about to watch that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, coming out of your coma. This is real. You're not still in it.
I can't believe TT1's here. I mean,
and they are actually really, really good.
TT1's like good now. TT1 is
He's
really
good.
Yeah, he's like good. Not like good.
He's good.
Yes. Our map is going to be Metalopolis. And, I think it's a great map.
Yeah, I also think it's funny that they showed Morrow's thing instead of Moonglade's, because Moonglade's actually playing.
I was actually like,
why are we showing Morrow's now?
But, guess they want to throw Morrow's out there.
Yeah.
Those two guys. I think Moonglade has got a chance to be TT1. Right now, I'd say TT1's the favorite. These two, what do you think?
That's actually really hard for me to comment on. TT1 has really been impressing me for a little bit now, Tasteless, I have to say. But Moonglade is actually a Zerg that I really like. I've watched him play a lot, and I think he's very good, very underrated recently. Like, people know that he's good, but, well, I think we're going to see big things out of Moonglade in the future. This guy is actually training so hard all the time. I think he definitely has a shot. I don't know who's going to win. It's really hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just basing my judgment on that off of what I saw TT1 doing in those, Korea versus World games.
That's quite true, but,
woo. Oh, Moonglade came here, he rode on his kangaroo.
Rode in the pouch next to that Joey.
Yeah.
That's what they call baby kangaroos, a Joey Tasteless.
Do they call them Joeys? That's a baby kangaroo?
Yeah, it is.
That was so cute.
So Moonglade, very, very strong Zerg. We really have not seen enough out of him. I feel bad. He's one of the players that really did not get to strut his stuff yet in Korea.
Yeah,
he's been here a while and just has not made that breakthrough yet on TV.
Well, he had some disappointing games at Code, but I think, after you get that initial experience out of the way, like anything else, it becomes a lot easier to perform the way you want to. Now here is, of course, TT1. And, TT1 has come a long way. I used to train with this guy a lot, actually, in StarCraft 1. Good player.
Yeah, I trained with him quite a bit back before his first incident. And nowadays, he is really good. I'm pretty excited to see who actually wins this and what styles they do choose to play in. I mean, TT1 was saying he wanted macro games, but will he really want a macro game on Metalopolis when there's no close spawns?
Could be a pretty long game. Metalopolis with him eliminating that proxy starting location. It's it's one of these things where it's definitely a good idea to expand and do all that stuff, get a standard macro game going. It's actually a cool trick you can do with Protoss on this map. People never expect is because that this proxy location is no longer a possible starting location for your opponent. You can actually proxy gate in the opposite corner, and you can be right next to one of his bases. Or his starting base. You see what I'm saying? It's actually a sick trick, man. Yeah, you can actually send your first probe out and do that.
You disgust me, Tasteless.
I know how to win, man. But that's actually a cool trick. People haven't started doing it yet, but it'll probably catch on eventually here. All right, head-to-head. Moonglade against TT1. Our foreign against foreign player. Australia against Canada. Let's do this. This is the GSL. All right, over here in the upper right, we have our Zerg player. FXO Moonglade. He's the Prince of Persia, Zerg. Just look at him, man. Prince of Persia.
It's very true.
He splits his probes wrong. He uses the sands of time to go back, fix it. Oh, here's our Protoss player from Canada. Fnatic TT1.
Always had a strong macro style, TT1 did.
Yeah, he's one of these guys that knows how to get ahead and stay ahead.
Yeah.
He also tends to not engage you unless he knows he's going to win.
Nowadays he has some of the smartest builds I've seen. That build against Nod, it just blows my mind.
Oh, I know. With the cannons to stop Banshees, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually so cool. Really, really cool build. So, scouting the Zerg player quite quickly there. They know where each other are. TT1 gonna go ahead and do his normal wall at the ramp, of course, while his probe makes sure that no expo goes up anytime soon. Moonglade looks like he's gonna go for a speed opening. Very standard, very, very safe.
Overlord doing a little spin. Have you noticed that? Look at him doing it again.
He's showing off, Tasteless.
He's going to get dizzy. Whoa.
Did you know that North American Zergs spin the Overlord the other way?
You are funnier. You are actually very funnier, Joseph.
Thank you.
I bet most reviewers didn't get that, but that was funny.
Moonglade is from Australia.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Is that actually an urban legend?
No, it's not.
If you flush the toilet,
I mean,
due to the gravitational pull or whatever it is,
I'm pretty sure
the water spins the opposite way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I seem to recall Bart Simpson trying it tasteless when I was about 10.
He might want to land a pylon here to stop this drone.
Zergling's already out. I think he's going to say no to that. Now, one thing that I do disagree with is losing this probe tasteless. I guess he'll send it all the way home and keep it, but dedication unit. One thing that I like to see is when a Protoss player hides that probe a little bit and sneaks back in to make sure that there's not any tomfoolery going on. Well, that's what he's going to go for anyways.
I don't know if he's going to make it back in there, though. Every time you right-click, when it changes the pathfinding, the AI,
especially as it turns.
Yeah, as it turns, the Zergling will hit it. So you have to be very precise with the number of times you tell it to move.
That you do, Tasteless. That probe wants to see if that hatchery has been canceled.
You gonna go for a warp gate rush?
Well, he's got 2 gas and only 2 warp gates up so far. I could see him throwing down a Stargate, but nope, it's going to be a third gateway, and that means that most likely we're just going to see a sentry expansion.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that is just about as safe and versatile as you can possibly get in this matchup.
There are actually...
Oh, never mind.
Whoa, 4 gate. There are actually more... Our audience makeup, I think it's like 90% non-Korean today.
Yeah.
That's actually...
Oh, my God. What is this?
Yeah.
There are so many non-Koreans here watching. And, well, this 4 warp gate Tasteless, I wonder if he's going to try to make it look like it's not a 4 warp gate. You know, one of these maybe cancel the Nexus type deals that we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that because you can make all your sentries at once. You have the extra minerals. That would actually be really smart.
Yeah, it's something very scary, very hard to stop. And right now, looking at it from a Zerg perspective, this looks like it's going to be a 3 warp gate expand. Absolutely looks
because
that
of the pylon on the low ground. Zerg sees it and goes, okay, he's trying to expand.
Moonglade does have a lot of speedlings, though. He's not playing around. Nice little force here there, trying to stop the lings from killing the pylon. Does have a lot of sentries. This so looks... Oh my God, Tasteless, this looks so much like an expansion.
This is so well masked.
Like a very safe expansion. He's making sure to not make the Nexus quite yet. Looks like, see the probe comes
he's
out.
making him out. He even sends that probe out there to make it look like, oh, I'm going to make a Nexus.
Yeah.
And then Moonglade's going to be like, aha, and run up there and chase it out.
Exactly.
But TT1 doesn't even actually want to expand. He's actually going to rush him in a minute here.
Yeah, no, Moonglade
I love sexy builds like this.
Moonglade right now does not know about this at all, and the Nexus even going up. Moonglade's going to come back to check on that because he, of course, knows what's going on. But what he doesn't know is what's truly going on, Tasteless. More and more sentries being made. Right now, Moonglade is making some spine crawlers as well as some roaches. And also getting a lair. Now, Moonglade is a burrow guy.
Yeah,
some Zergs are burrow Zergs, and some Zergs are not burrow Zergs.
I actually, when I do play Zerg, I'm a burrow Zerg.
Yeah, no, burrow. I am too. Rhett sold me on it. It's
Burrow's
so
just
good.
so good, man.
Yeah,
there's actually so much stuff you can do with burrow. You can even just burrow one Zergling at their expansion location where they're going to take their third base. They can't expand there if the burrow Zergling's there. They can't build a Nexus on that.
And Tasteless, he starts burrow immediately.
You know what's funny?
This
is actually not a rush.
This is, well, actually, he's going to cancel it at the very last second. What he's doing right now is he's